Welcome pianists to the finger gym. My name is Zuzana and today I have for you another 5 finger exercises to help you to stretch your fingers. So if you are lacking security or comfort or flexibility when you need to stretch your fingers, try my exercises. They're easy, fun, short, and most importantly, they have been very effective. I have been using myself and with my students. They are suitable for everyone, but especially for the pianists with small hands, and I'm one of them. My exercises today are all about an octave. As you know, an octave is a series of 8 notes from one note to another. Firstly, I'm going to play each exercise for you, and then I'm going to explain step by step what you need to do. So are you ready? I'm sure you are. So let's go for it. My first exercise I call the broken octave exercise. And why? Because I'm going to play octaves in a way that sounds like it's a broken sound. So let's hear it. Okay, firstly, 2 main keys or notes we are going to use today is middle C for right hand, so it's going to be starting point for right hand, and for left hand you need to find C, which is lower C, and it's 2 octaves lower from middle C. So when I place both hands, this is how it's going to look. So notice you need to have a 1 octave between your hands, and 2 fingers, only 2 we are going to use today is a finger number 1 and 5 for both for right hand and left hand. So let's start with right, and let's place our first finger on middle C, and then let's stretch and let's place the 5th finger on higher C. And let's start. So we are going to slowly play and go step by step from one C to another C. So C and C, D, D, E, E, F, F, G, G, A, B, and C. Now we are up, we are going down. Let's start with the 5th finger first. C, B. As you can see or hear, I'm also saying the letters of each key. It's easy and very helpful in the beginning when you start learning these exercises. Now let's go to left hand. We are going to do the same thing, starting with the 5th finger from lower C, 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 D, E, F. As you can see, I'm a little bit rotating with my wrist, which I found a bit easier, as I mentioned, and you can see my hands are small. C, B, A, G, F, E, D, and C. So, done. Right and left hand separately done. Now, when you feel comfortable, you can try many times hands separately, and then try with hands together. So, let's place both hands, as I said, middle C, lower 2 octaves lower C, and let's start. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, and down. C, B, A. Try to be even and firm. Okay, done. First exercise done. Let's go to the second exercise. I call the second one a blocked octave exercise. The reason why, because we have to play 2 notes at the same time. So I'm going to demonstrate with both hands first. So let's go through it separately. Firstly, right, and again middle C, higher C. Now, as you can see, I'm using more bouncy sound, called, as we know, staccato. The reason why, because I found it a little bit easier for my hand. Also, another tip, notice that my wrist is lower. I always say to my students, lower your wrist, you will find it easier and less pressure for your hand. Now let's go to left hand, and we will do the same thing. So remember, C, 2 octaves lower C, 5th finger, 1st finger here. Let's start. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, C, B, A, G, F, E, D, C. Done. Okay, now both hands. C, D, G, A, B, C, C, B, A, G, F, E, D, C. Let's get to my third exercise. I found the third exercise a little bit more challenging, but I love challenge. So it's more challenging because I'm going to ask you to combine 2 styles, broken octaves in one hand and block octaves in another hand, and do it at the same time. So I'm going to show you how it looks first and sounds. Okay, so now what you need to do, again, middle C, find middle C with right hand, place your first finger there, find lower C, and I suggest you start with both hands straight away because you practiced these two styles before in previous exercises. So let's go slowly. C, D. So I'm making sure that I'm playing broken chords in right hand and down. A. You can say the letters, as I mentioned, easier. Okay, so that's exercise number 3. Now the fourth exercise is just the reverse situation. So it means that I'm going to ask you play broken octaves in left hand, and that's why I call it the left hand broken exercise. And in right hand we are going to do block octaves. So again, try to do it straight with both hands. Maybe firstly just kind of warm up, say to yourself, show yourself you can do it as a broken octave, and let's start. And down. B, A, G, F, E, D, and C. Well, I would love to know what you think about these two exercises, because as I said, many of my students say I can't do it, it's hard. I always say yes, you can do it, just don't say to yourself you can't do it, say yes, I can do it. So if you feel like you can write a comment for me in my YouTube channel, I would love to hear from you, and I would love to have your feedback. So let's go to my final exercise, which I call a double tap exercise. Why? Because I'm going to play 2 octaves per one key, and I'm going to show it to you. So now I'm going to do it slowly and explain what you need to do. Again, do it with both hands straight away, and just you can say to yourself as a beat, you can say 1, 2, 1, 2. That sometimes helps. So 1, 2, 1, and next step 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Notice I'm playing as a staccato, easier for our hands. Okay, and that's done. Now, if you really like this exercise, sometimes I add to this exercise extra exercise, which I call a triple deep octave. So it means we are doing exactly the same thing, but we are going to play now 3 octaves per one key. So this is how it sounds. Okay, and now it's your turn. So what we are going to do, again, place your both hands on middle C and lower C, and very slowly. It's very much like playing triplets. So just it's a feel of 1, 2, 3 per one key. So let's start. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You can put a slight accent on the first. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So that's it from the finger gym today. And remember, the fittest fingers makes you a finer player. So subscribe to my channel and come again. And as I mentioned, if you'd like to write a comment for me, I would love to hear from you. I would like to have your feedback. Meanwhile, take care and see you soon.